In times of crisis or conflict, our nation relies on the Marines to answer the call. The Marine Corps is first to fight and best prepared to defend our nation at a moment's notice. No one unit exemplifies the Marine Corps' unique capabilities better than the Marine Expeditionary Unit, or MEU. Embarked aboard 3 Navy ships, a MEU combines air, ground, and logistics elements into a powerful, quick reaction force. Rapid response planning allows the MEU to prepare and launch any mission 6 hours from the moment they receive an order.
Attention, the L-Fire. We just received the execution order. Let's go, Davis. Go ahead and distribute the order.
Aye, sir.
Staff Sergeant McIntyre, maintain the situation.
Yes, sir.
G'day, we just got execute ordered for a raid.
I recommend we break and answer and we convene the cadet.
Roger, sir.
The Crisis Action Team is a team of experienced Marines who will lead the planning and decide on a course of action. During the first hour, the senior staff will analyze the situation and the commanding officer will issue his planning guidance.
Cat 1 briefing begins in Operations Center at 13:30.
What's really important is the plan itself, putting it together. So I want to bring all the executors together and start the table.
Key personnel from each ship are called to join the planning on the flagship. Outside of the planning sessions, Marines run daily operations and maintain a state of readiness.
I'm going to pose the situation, and then when I'm done, I'm going to give you 3 questions.
The MEU carries more than 2,200 Marines, including 3 rifle companies, tanks, artillery, engineers, amphibious assault vehicles, a reinforced tilt-rotor squadron, and a combat logistics battalion. Each unit must be prepared to receive orders and launch a mission in a short time frame. The MEU must move quickly to get a plan in place. With the clock ticking, Marines move to get a plan in place. The Crisis Action Team is central to the MEU's rapid responsibilities.
Air support and air coverage is constant throughout, so we need to find out if we have an appropriate LZ to pre-stage the CASMAC.
Sir, do you want them airborne, though, during phase 1?
I'm more concerned about phases 2 through 5 than I am phase 1.
So these guys launch 30 minutes prior to hit the shore, essentially. Then we'll spot, so 15 minutes.
If this has to change, it's on, Roger, what I want you to understand is this phase 2 start is exactly what we want.
How many aircraft do you need to complete the mission?
2 B-22s, 1 C-130, 2 AV-8s, and skids. I'm going to have the mission commander on my aircraft and a radio operator. But then also I need to add in there my wave serial 1 TAC 01, and that's going to be the mission commander and a radio operator on my aircraft.
This team brings together leaders from the ground, air, and logistics elements to create a combined arms package. The combined leadership needs to develop 3 courses of action and agree on a recommendation by the end of the hour.
Just a couple quick points. To make this thing happen and bring this all together, we need some specific guidance and capture on the big tool we're using, the master timeline.
There's some additional checkpoints that have been identified, so make sure the fire's plan incorporates the tactical control measures as briefed.
As the CAT plans, every Marine knows he may be just hours away from launching a mission. The maintenance crew move quickly to finish their work so all aircraft and vehicles are ready to go.
The confirmation brief will be held in the wardroom at 1600.
By the end of the third hour, the Crisis Action Team must finalize plans and be ready to brief the MEU commander. They need to build a detailed scheme of maneuver to support the recommended plan.
We're going to need to know all the movement of the Navy pieces, all the air pieces, and all respective movement of personnel. Specifically from the Ashland, we need ballast times, the times that you're going to splash the AAVs, and the time that you're going to launch the AAVs to push ashore. I guess that's basically you, right? I need to know exactly when you're kicking the AAVs out of the Ashland, and then from you, I need to know the time that you're circling and you're launching towards the shore. Yes, sir.
Even before they are briefed, each platoon assembles and begins to prepare.
Right now, we got a 60-minute window. Does that mean we're going anytime like real soon? No, because we didn't even get the warning order yet. But when it comes down, they can say, hey, we got 60 minutes to get out of here. So what does that mean? LCACs are out, load up, stage, and drop right away, okay? We had to get the weapons in right now because the lieutenant may call back and say, hey, we're going right away. So by the time he gets back, we're already staged ready to splash, all right?
Ground units begin to configure gear. Aircrew carry out inspections. Logistics teams prepare a staging area and coordinate supplies for distribution. Before the confirmation brief, the CAT team runs through the timeline for the entire mission. On an operation this complex, there is no room for error.
I'll be in the overhead 8,000 feet. He can come back after this guy's launched, get gas, wait on deck, so like either kind of back up or kind of trap or CAS back or anything like that.
They don't need to launch here, so they're ready to go. Like
if we pre-position them, they'll have to launch in this window. That's what I'm saying. We need to find out if they want to pre-position at New River. So if they do, then I want to try and, get them off deck as quick as we can before that AVA.
The wardroom is now secured for the confirmation brief.
Marines from across the MEU are joined by their Navy counterparts for the confirmation brief.
Sir, gentlemen, 24th MEU conduct a raid of an insurgent training camp.
Here the staff officers and unit leaders present the entire operation in detail from start to finish.
Five-phased operation. Phase 1, movement from the yard shipping into the respective insertion LZs. Phase 2 is movement from the insertion LZ to the objective area. Phase 3, actions on the objective area, meaning we hit that target. Phase 4 being movement from the actual objective area back to the extraction LZ. And then the extract phase, meaning from the extraction LZs back to hard shipping. The method by which I want to do this is I want to have a simultaneous insertion in both objective areas.
The confirmation brief is the last chance to make sure all supporting commanders understand their unit's role. They will be responsible for briefing their Marines and assigning key tasks.
This is not hard, but it is complicated as you can imagine. And the way we resolve that is we brief, we rebrief. It's just like all of our checks prior to going out on patrol. That's how we mitigate the complexity out of this. And I think we can do that very easily with the professionals we have doing it. So let's go out, let's get it done, let's get back here safely, let's get it moving.
As soon as the commander approves the plan, the MEU is ready to mobilize.
Originally what we were going to do is create a lane for them to come right in here.
However, I believe it'd be safer if we move it and we just give them this whole area of the beach over here.
So the two LCACs just land right here.
Yes.
Mission commanders confirmed launch details with the Navy.
The only thing that could stop us right now is if there are other ships anchored in that area. Ashland's going to have eyes on up there and radar coverage of that area. So that's the pushback I'm waiting on, is if that area is clear for anchorage.
It's going to take me 12 minutes to get to the shore.
So you got plenty of time.
Unit leaders return to their ships to rejoin their units, who have been preparing their gear and are ready to be briefed. With only 2 hours before launch, each unit issues their orders and squads begin to rehearse.
All right, guys, we got a mission. We're going to be inserted at LZ Cardinal. We're going to keep constant communications between each other.
Radio check.
Relay, take pictures. Once the raid hits, we're going to take down possible targets. Extract time is to be determined. Basically, our extract will be with the raid force with AAVs that are going to hit the beach.
All the gun shops are already going to be here on the tree line. All the machine gunners are going to dismount. And they're going to link up with the unit from Anderson's team, give them a little bit more security. So just have your gunner and one dismount from the vehicle. You're already going to have the driver. It's going to take a while for the assault coming around from the north. However, with that, plan on withdrawing as well back to the tree line.
It's time to draw weapons and finalize preparations. As the mission draws closer, every unit runs through their orders. Pilots review weather and flight plans. Rifle companies map out their objective. Each platoon formally briefs their Marines.
Now to insert, we inserted 96. On extract, we have no detainees. I need all players to confirm those numbers.
Once orders are distributed, leaders at every level must step up and make sure their Marines are ready for action.
We're going to be coming down in the second wave. We're just going to consolidate off the edge of the bird. We're going to push down. We're going to link up with 3rd Platoon, which is going to be located here at support by fire position. We're going to pull 3rd down. They're going to join into our consolidation. At that point, we'll begin SSE on the objective.
Ski maneuver in the well deck has changed a little bit, all right? Right now, make sure that you guys get with your section leaders, talked about some of the details. When the LCACs start leaving out of this well deck, drivers stay in the stations. At that time, crew chiefs should be up here doing their thing with their squads. Good to go?
With only 1 hour before launch, they will check and recheck their plans, their gear, and each other.
Take a look at this map to see all this historic reporting that we have. A lot of IED activity along the main MSRs.
There's not a whole lot of time from when the LCAC splashed to when we got a splash. It's somewhere like 20 minutes. So if you can get as much of this stuff done before the LCAC splash, that's what you need to do.
This road right here, this is our ORP. You're gonna block like northwest, I believe, on that road, and just stay there while we go into the objective site.
All right, down and dirty. Ski maneuver is we will splash to the back of the ship. We hit the beach. You guys know what to do. Good?
Alert 60, amphibious raid launch at 1900.
This is happening in the vicinity of the battalion objective. We are considering this dangerous, and we are also considering this hostile.
In just 6 hours, the MEU has finalized a rapid response plan and prepared to launch a full-scale amphibious raid. A combined arms force built around a mechanized rifle company is ready to move on the objective.
Everybody know what's going on. Does everybody know where they're going? You ready to do this? That's one, right? Deployment!
The Marine Expeditionary Unit is a powerful force in readiness that combines all of the Marine Corps' combat capabilities into a single unit. They train and deploy with the same intensity, preparing to win our nation's battles whenever and wherever they are called. Before deploying, the 24th MEU conducted their final training and certification exercise on an undisclosed U.S. base. To simulate a combat environment, the raid was performed under the cover of darkness, with role players acting as armed and hostile insurgents. The exercise required Marines to perform an amphibious raid, locate and secure the enemy position, then identify and detain a high-value individual and return with him to the ship. This is their final test of readiness, the last proving ground before they deploy. Once the Marines achieved their objective, they returned to the ship to complete the mission. With this final certification exercise, the 24th MEU proved ready for deployment. As they train today, they will fight tomorrow, prepared to answer any call our nation requires.